Hello YouTubers, this is Optimus Frank and welcome back to the channel. If you like the content on this channel, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Also click the bell for notifications for future content from this channel. So I'll be reviewing War for Cybertron Trilogy Siege Deluxe Sixgun. And Sixgun is a weaponizer, and like Deluxe COG, Sixgun is a remake of an Autobot who is part of a Titan. Like COG is to Fortress Maximus and Sixgun is to Metroplex. And even Brunt is to Trypticon. And I'm not clear on how it works with Sixgun, but he's supposed to be composed of Metroplex's 6 guns. In the Siege line, he's the same living weapon, and but I don't think he has an alternate mode. He had an alternate mode, but now in this line, he does have an alternate mode. And it's a pretty sweet drone-like aircraft. And like other weaponizers, he's able to give other bots a power buff. But Sixgun and that other remode that's out there, I don't remember his name right now, gives Autobots flight and a cool power glove, among other things. And if you like weaponizers like I do, there has to be a bot you like to hook them up to. And I'll show you my favorite loadouts with Sixgun later in the video. And if you want to share how you hook up any of your weaponizers, post it on my Twitter page. I'll post my Twitter handle in the description below. I'd love to see what others do with Sixgun and any weaponizer, really. So it's rant time. So Autobots are the underdogs, and they need guys like Sixgun on their side. Most Autobots can't fly, and Sixgun reminds you of Sideswipe's jetpack. And Sideswipe's jetpack reminds you about the very few moments where Optimus, this is probably the few moments where Optimus lost his cool. Him and Megatron threw down, Megatron won the fight and escaped back to Cybertron, potentially ending the war. Optimus lost it and yelled, "Megatron!" And then he demanded Sideswipe give him his jetpack. And this was like episode 3 and confirmed for me, and a real bummer, that most Autobots can't fly. I mean, how can Megatron and Soundwave fly and they weren't Seekers? Let me know in the comments if you know. I do like this figure. However, there are a few things I don't like. I mean, his legs are kind of scrawny looking. Yeah, and I don't like this flap, you know, this little toe thing. It's just this big empty space there. Kind of like a broken shoe that's broken at the sole. But aside from that, he has some nice detail. I like how the colors go with the white and the red and the black. And I mean, he has weapons everywhere. He has these rockets up here, these guns there. He even has these little chest rockets there, which is pretty cool. On his other side, you have more rockets there. I wonder if he can fly in his robot mode, but you know, he also has pegs and ports everywhere. He has these pegs here on the side. These fold out here, like that. And we'll look at the weapon in a second. His articulation. He has he can bend the 90-degree there. He has thigh rotation. He can bend at the ankle here, the ankle tilt. This is flexible. I don't like how he doesn't have a whole lot of heel in the back, but that's okay. I mean, it is nice looking. It's just sometimes I may have to adjust him before he falls back, so he may be crouching forward. He has a lot of chest here going up, but and sometimes it looks like he can't look at anything below him. But yeah, I mean, it's still not a bad look. His head is on a swivel, not your traditional ball joint. His arm articulation, he can do this. He can rotate this shoulder at a 360, but he really can't flare out his shoulder. His elbow can bend, but what's interesting about this one in particular is this gun is made to be a part of the arm in this position. And there's a little hole in this forearm there for this to fit right in. So sometimes I may take him off, and like I did in the first picture of this video. He also has places for damage here. They're like, well, he's ready to take a lot of damage right here. He has 4 spots on his chest. Another spot here on the shoulder. And he has ports everywhere to plug something in, really, whether you want to plug in another one of his parts or some battle damage. Yeah, and yeah, the bottom of his feet have a design too. So yeah, before I transform him, I wanna show his parts individually. So let's talk about his weapons. First off, like I showed before, here is that remold of Sideswipe's rocket or handgun right there, which they are rockets in this bot, and you can usually attach that to his arm or his lower torso, I believe. But here is his arm, and it serves as one of the wings, and actually this gun can be detached. and you can actually place it wherever you'd like. You also have a little peg here and the port. You have 2 other ports there, which is nice. Moving on to one of my favorite parts. His legs are pretty awesome because you have the end of a gun here, and you also have an end of the gun there. So I mean, they're awesome looking from 2 angles really, and yeah, I like this. Also, and here's that little port where you can plug it in. And here is his upper torso, which turns, I guess it's like the jetpack part. So part. So first you turn his head around and bring that up, and there's another port there hidden, which I'll show you what that's for later. And you bring this up here. So this is like the gun part, and here's a peg there, so a bot can hold him. You can plug him in the back, and he's a jetpack. And here is his lower torso. I think this is the last piece. And this is the part that turns into a sort of power glove. So these are flexible here. This is where his hip joints are. And this snaps out for more flexibility. So you can do lots of things with this one in particular. And you have ports here, and you also have a place so that he can be held as a weapon, or this piece can. So to transform him, all you have to do is take the rockets, put him on the shoulders. Then you're going to want to take his lower torso, twist it around at a 180, remove his arms. Most weaponizers, you have to disassemble the transform. You can wing up the arms, and once you have that set up, you can remove that, disassemble that, fix the back cannons, pull them all up, bring them together. And then you're going to want to put those shins in the port that goes right there. Adjust the back burners or the back thrusters. And then it's ready for the upper torso. So for the upper torso, first you have to turn around the head, bring in the back flap. It fits right into the front of his head. Then bring in the front cockpit. And it's ready. So you just plug it in right there. And you're almost done. Now you have to plug in the arms, and they go in right there on the side, just as shown. I prefer the rockets in front, as the directions say, but you can really do these weaponizers any way you'd like. So his aircraft mode is sort of like a drone jet, and I like that his wings have some articulation. They can do this. If he wants to turn that way, he'll do this, or fell off. Yeah, these do fall off easily, people. So I mean, yeah, he can, kind of like a helicopter, but with this jet power in the back. Yeah, but I do like how he has this drone feel to him. His undercarriage is this big block. It looks like he can carry a load of cargo. It looks like a cargo, but also there is this little peg here that perhaps suggests he can carry other bots. And with that peg on the bottom, you get the best of both worlds. Here's this sweet Lambo aircraft combination for some sweet Lambo flying action there, which I think is kind of funky, but it's actually pretty cool. It reminds me of something that'd be put out in the 80s, only in the 80s. So again, he has this red, white, and black paint job. All of the siege damage is better in this alternate mode. In his robot mode, these marks on his feet look like he's kicked a lot of rocks, gravel, whatever, or he just drags his feet when he walks. But it's obvious that he's gone through some wear and tear while in flight. Let me give you a better look, a little closer. He has some silver paint on the wings. He also has some on his feet with those little streaks there. I also like how he has this well-placed Autobot symbol there. It's really tiny. Right there, he has the Autobot branding, and he also has 16 points. I counted them, 16 points of fire. He has 2 in the back. He has 2 plus 2, 4, 4 times 4, really, 4 times 4, 16. But yet he's 6-gun. So he also has these ports and pegs here all around. Even these here can be ports. These little front ends here. These little empty barrels. So to transform him back into his robot mode, you're going to want to remove the wings, just like that. And then you're going to detach the cockpit out of there. Then you want to take his lower torso, twist it at a 180. Take his those empty barrels and take the two middle ones, bend them back, and make sure you have a little gap there so you can lean them forward. But you'll lean it forward a little later. You take the upper torso, you attach it at a peg. Then you want to bring the sides in at this little peg that's there, this little slot. It'll snap right in. And there you want to lean the cannons forward like that. After you get the head out, and then you attach the arms, which is at a different port. You want to take those pegs, bring them down, and then you attach them on the side that looks like a bunch of circles. Yeah. And then you attach the rocket, and then you're done. That's it. Before I show you my favorite hookups with him, I want to just show you how to make his power glove. I mean, his jetpack is easy, but his power glove is different. So you're going to take his lower torso there, and you want to just unsnap this a little bit. And he has two thumbs here, which is interesting. But before I show you about that, you just bend this here. Originally in his robot mode, it was like this. So you just want to put the fingers together, and there you go. And you can bend this back here like that. And you unsnap this. But like, I think it was Titan's Return, or wherever they have the Combiner Wars, yeah, of course. He has two thumbs here, you know, so you can bend one back and leave one there, depending if it's his right hand or left hand. So I'm going to go for his left hand, and there you go. You have something there. You have some flexibility here at the palm, and you want to combine this with his upper part here. So you're going to fold this to the side, take his head, which is already turned around. You want to bring this down right here like that, and you're going to take this little port there and plug it in this little peg there. So you put it in like this, and now this is his power glove, and I'll put it on side swipe, along with a jetpack for side swipe. So here is a side swipe hooked up with Sixgun, and it kind of looks, here's that power glove. It looks like something like Metroplex's hand, but there's so many ways you could do this. So here's this power glove. To give him flight, you could probably this is just an option. You can take these little arms and put them on the side where his shoulder ports are. You can add these attachments to the side of his ankles. I was never a fan of putting, especially with these weaponizers, attaching these little side guns under his feet. It just looks funny. Looks like funny platform shoes, really. You don't have to use every piece, but this is what a jetpack would look like on him. It's just one way it could look like. So yeah, this is use these as guns, and just so you see how the other side looks. These are big, massive cannons, yeah. And so I do like to hook Sixgun up with Ironhide because they share similar color schemes. Also, Ironhide has these hidden panels. When you fold them out, you'll see them on the sides and the inner side. And I hook up the wings there, and the rest is self-explanatory. Thank you for watching. This has been a review of War for Cybertron Trilogy Siege Deluxe Sixgun. If you like the content on this channel, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications of future content from this channel. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I'm Optimus Frank. Till all are one.